Good morning, everybody. Well. I just watched not a few hours ago. I did the World Economic Forum's critiquing of what Donald Trump said. And the facial expressions was like, fix this cushion here. We're like not happy. Well, first of all, I also got a message back from over there at Team YouTube, but they still didn't tell me what the cause was. Still don't know. I haven't even given the panel link yet. Okay. Let me get. Good morning, Golden Girl. How you doing today? Coming Flo, how you doing? All right, so let's get the panel link up since Red's so impatient. Thank you for the follow, much appreciated. Thank you. So, the panel link is HFP. HFP. Human forgot politeness. I see that we have some. No, Red, it's not going to be. However, I might keep Noodles off because Noodles, unfortunately, unless we can find a way to verify it's really Noodles and not Piglet, I'm not going to deal with that. Okay. Anyway, so HFB, Golden Girl, and Comedy Flu. Why don't you two come on out if you're free? Well, I like Comedy Flu up, and he's a guy. Okay. I like Andrew to come up because he's a guy. Hello, Bishop Smil, how you doing? I'm doing a study. Well, that means Golden Girl, I guess, comes up. If she wants to. Right now we got 14 on, which is pretty good for a show that just started less than a few minutes ago. Yeah. So, let's see if we can keep the viewers going watching. So, you know what? Maybe before we have a panel, maybe we should talk about other things too. I know. I know, Michelle. But no, actually, we had a good music show last night on Kick, and that was a good thing. Absolutely. Wow. Noodles wants to join. Nah. Oh, it's the Donald Trump character. Oh, okay, let him on. Go ahead.
Good evening, Americans. This is your president, Donald J. Trump.
I hear you. How you doing?
Wonderful to talk with you today, Michelle. How was your sleep last night? How are you feeling this morning?
And a good morning show. I had a good night show on Sunday night on Kick.
Sunday night show on Kick. I quite frankly missed it because I'm over on Rumble on Sundays.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna have to check out one of your Sunday night on Kick things. It sounds
Look at the
fantastic.
community
Quite frankly,
tab
it
because the
sounds.
replays are actually, I put them over here in the community tab in the replay link so you can go back and listen to it.
Well, that's a fantastic idea. I think I'll go over and take a look at those and.
Thank you very much. I'm glad that the Golden Goal of the wheel cup soap with your feet. Yeah, so yeah, we had a great music show. We ran into about from 7 p.m. to about 10:30 p.m. last night. By the way, one question I would like to ask you:
Yes, Michelle.
why cannot any manufacturer in the United States get back to making a decent turntable, portable turntable? They all the Chinese ones all use the same manufacturing mechanism, and they're all got the same basic limitations, only playing one record at a time. Why can't somebody actually come up with a brand new version of a record changer?
Quite frankly, I think what we're going to have to do, Michelle, is I'm going to have to talk to my people at RCA. They're wonderful people, as well as the people at Sony. And I think we can work on something that we can manufacture
RCA
here in
is
America.
part of. It was actually bought out by another company. They just kept the name label, but it's not actually RCA anymore. It's actually, I think it's RCA Philips now. And Sony
Well,
is
that's
Japanese.
just terrible. That's exactly why you can't get high quality merchandise anymore.
Now remember what you said is if you're going to import products into this country, there's going to be a high tariff.
There's going to be a massive tariff. It's going to be very, very big.
Yeah, like 10-15%, I think.
We're thinking about 25% on Canada and Mexico, and we're thinking about 75% on China.
I don't know about 75%. That might be a little high. Maybe about 30%, because China is also where we get a lot of our prescription medications from, too, them in India.
We could make a lot of money.
You can make a lot of money, but if people can't afford to buy the essentials because there's no local American producer, they're not going to be very happy with you either. So it's got to be kind of an in between. You got to find a solution that works for people. I agree. You got to find a solution that's the balance.
Me three, I agree as well. I think we need to knuckle down and buckle down and sit here in the Oval Office and find out something that can work for all the Americans.
Well, just look at answering questions. Somebody, well, right now, we got 10 people here, right? Okay. And then somebody wondering if there's a boycott going on. I don't think so because there's nothing to boycott Michelle's show for. Let me say it over. Michelle's show isn't anything to boycott because she never did anything wrong. So, figure that out.
What if it was something that Lumi did? Maybe they're doing this because of Lumi.
Nah, I don't think so. But if they were, that would be on my channel, not Michelle's, because my channel was doing really well yesterday.
Very true. That's very true.
Of course, she didn't get a chance to come up yesterday, but my channel was doing very well. So we still got the view. We still got the engagement coming up. Those people also come in late too. They do.
We're also going to be putting massive tariffs on parachutes, especially parachutes that have graphic designs on them. It takes a lot of money to print these graphic designs.
Yeah, I know that. Why would you necessarily want to have a special graphic design on the parachute?
Well, say you're over the beautiful city of Los Santos, and all of a sudden you jump out of a plane and your parachute is quite frankly blank, and that's very boring. You want to have something to look at.
I think you're going to be worried more about making sure when to properly release the cord that lets out the parachute more than worry about what it looks like.
Very true. In Silver Moon.
Well, right now, my biggest problem is something that we checked earlier, and it shouldn't have been a problem because we started completely normal to fully streaming on good green to our video, but now we're down to red again. That's something that is totally bizarre.
As a matter of fact, Michelle, I'm so glad you asked this question. Yes, indeed. My father, Donald Trump Sr., dated Carmen Miranda back in the day, and they went on many, many dates in New York City.
Actually, your father's name was Fred, actually.
Well, oh, yeah, I'm Donald Trump Sr., never mind.
That's right. You're a senior. Of course, your son Junior might be running for president in 2028.
No. That will be Barron. We want Barron to be running.
Oh, Barron could be running too, yeah.
He's very tall. 9'8" now.
Actually, don't you have to be about 45 to be president? Yeah.
Not if you're 9'8".
So Barron isn't quite old enough yet. Maybe.
But he's tall enough.
Because, let's see.
Michelle, you have 500 new subs. You're at 7,500 and... Oh, no. Sorry. Yes, 7,530.
Yes, I know. Isn't that cool? Yeah, I think it's cool, yeah.
Very, very cool.
Thank you to all the new people.
Small business owners, quite frankly, I have a message for you. You're going to be kicked out of the country. We need a lot more things going on.
Yeah. We also need to revise the Digital Millennium Copyright Act. Please, let's get the Millennium Copyright Act updated.
Oh yeah!
At least 35. Okay, and thank you. I thought it was 45. All right, still 35. So right now, Barron is, not quite there. He's what, like 21, 22, I think? And then, what was it? He was 16. Oh, he was younger than that, 13 Trump's first year. So you add 8 to that. That puts him about 8 and 13. Okay. 21. So big business is what needs to strive towards. I think everybody businesses wants to strive towards that. Now Noodles wants to join. Okay, go ahead. So I'm sorry about that.
Good evening, everybody. I'm back, and I did a little research here. I'm reading this book that I found inside of the presidential desk here. And it says on page 35, this was written by George Washington.
Thank you very much.
Me and Trump are the same color carrot.
Thank you.
We got a donation, I'm telling you right now.
Yeah.
Puff Carrot, I'm telling you, we're not the same color. I haven't put my makeup on. It's very early in the morning for me. I was up late last night with Joe Rogan and Elon.
Let me ask you a question. As I was saying before, I didn't realize you got disconnected. What do you think about revising the DMCA? Because
we're taking away all the DMCA. There's no such thing as copyright after a few weeks from now. No need for copyright. It's a terrible thing. We're taking it away. And quite frankly, music is going to be very easily listened to by everybody.
Oh, I think there should be still some copyright. Just like when you do a school paper, you need to give proper,
No, we're going back to the good old days. We're going to go back to where musicians need to sell hard copies to make money and play concerts. We need a lot more concerts.
Well, the record industry will agree with you on the hard copies because they're the only ones that can actually readily make the hard copies on CDs and
absolutely,
and LPs and cassettes and 8-tracks and reel-to-reels and telephones. I don't know even know what a telephone is, but anyway, but I think that when you ever do a school paper, remember this, you have to cite your sources. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't have a problem citing my sources.
Me either. I invented everything, so I just put the source as me down at the bottom. Wingstar says that they heard Elon got kicked out of the White House.
That's actually an interesting question, Chris. What the Secret Service told Trump to ride with me in driving a real truck? I don't know. But there's always an ambulance at the end of his motorcade. You know why? Well, your truck, you would need one. I'm sorry.
If it was a real truck, it would be very questionable. I don't think the Secret Service would say yes. You're not good on the road, Michelle, but maybe in a video game, in an alternate world, we could truck drive together sometime.
Well, like I said before, maybe if I was on a closed course, I would like to try.
That would be really fun.
That would be really fun. But I hope the mechanic is ready to fix ground up gears, because that's exactly. Michelle tries not to grind the clutch, but sometimes she does forget.
That truck is as good as done when we're through with it, Michelle. I'm telling you, it's probably going to be scrap metal. But we're going to be wearing helmets, and it's going to be in an enclosed environment.
And I'll yell, that truck would have been totaled like 6 times over already, considering the fact that I've had head-on collisions with it.
Head-on collisions, and quite frankly, thank goodness the game doesn't let you run into people, because you would have killed a lot of people in that game, Michelle.
Oh, I would have been dead 6 times over, too, so it's true. How you doing, Angela? Welcome to the show. HFP is the panel link. HFP is the panel link.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Michelle, won't you be my neighbor in Washington, D.C.?
Well, I'll tell you one thing, CB, as far as cell phones at concerts, it's kind of hard to enforce because people do have valid reasons for having a cell phone on them. I mean, I don't think that would be easy to enforce that.
At Joe Rogan's Comedy Club, as a matter of fact, the comedy mothership in Austin, Texas, they take your cell phone at the door. That way no one can take a video of you doing stand-up comedy and cancel you on the internet. They make you lock away your phone behind the bar.
Right. Check your phone, your hat, and your coat at the check-in. Yeah.
Exactly.
Because, I mean, there are places where people don't want to be stuck having their phones go ringy, dingy, 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 dingy all day long. You know.
That, plus they don't want Tony Hinchcliffe to get canceled every week. He's got a mainstream show and he has to maintain posture.
So now, let me ask you this question. All right, now, we all know the World Economic Forum is not happy when you said that you're not going to push the electric vehicle mandate. I've always wondered what is the World Economic Forum even set up in the first place? They're not even voted into office yet. People think that because they're influential people that they should be acting like politicians for the world. After all, we're talking about the World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland.
For every three-letter word, there's another one to replace it, Michelle, which is why we're withdrawing from the World Economic Forum. We don't like that, Fauci. And we're going to be replacing it with the WWE. I think that everything that happens in the WWE is very important, and we have to really get along with, Hunter Hearst Helmsley. He's got a lot of good ideas, much better ideas than Mr. Fauci.
The Goose asked an interesting question. I don't know. I don't think so. After all, he knows and I know that it's a game and that we try to, I'm trying to try better. I sometimes still mess up pretty bad.
We've actually signed a declaration. It says exactly as follows. It says, MicheleMarieDalene and her co-inhabitant Lumi are allowed to play the truck simulation games plus any other games they want to, but they're not allowed to play real-life truck driving, a.k.a. being in a real truck. I'll be right back again.
Okay. Well, I don't disagree with that. I think that Michelle, because she doesn't have a driver's license or CDL, probably would never be in a real truck anyway. Even though she knows that and she never tried to push it. Okay, so and we're doing pretty good. 22 people watching right now. That's not bad. Welcome to all the people watching. Welcome to all the people watching. Yeah, I know. We are still going to keep working on driving the truck better. I'm trying to drive the truck responsibly in the game. I'm trying. This doesn't make it perfect, but I haven't even decided which button to assign all those buttons to on the button box for yet. I wouldn't say it's unlimited real estate, but I got the beacons and I got the flashers on buttons, but the other 8 buttons I haven't assigned yet. Oh yeah, we set the ignition to at least turn on the power. But we still got the ignition start button on the wheel. Yeah, because every time I stall my truck out, it's just easier to just basically pop it on the wheel and 25. Not bad. 23, 25 viewers. It's just too bad we can't actually have done the Silver Moon show over here on YouTube. Do you think you would have gotten more people? Oh, yeah. We've gotten more people, definitely. Because Kick despite the fact that Kick was doing pretty good, holding a pretty steady, 14 viewers. It's a really tough platform to get traction on because, especially on the night shows. Think you're okay? He's back again. Go ahead.
I'ma pour me up another shot of whiskey. Quite frankly, I don't really like whiskey. That's one of my favorite new songs. It's about 6th Street in Austin.
Yeah. What do you think of that song, Widowmaker?
How does that song go, Michelle? Give me a jingle of it. I don't quite recall it.
Every time I hear your song, I keep singing Michelle's truck every time. Widowmaker, Widowmaker.
Widowmaker, Widowmaker. What a wonderful time. I could tell you one thing, Michelle. Have you ever been to the country China?
Say what?
Have you ever been to China?
What Grizz said. He said, "Favorite thing, use your rearview mirror as your back screen when using chroma key." I don't have chroma key set up on the truck because there's no room in there for the green screen. There's just no space. I got my bed right behind me. I don't even have really room to even turn around. I mean, literally turn around.
Michelle, have you ever considered this? Going to a car rental dealership, getting a car rental, and then just going on the road and live streaming the whole thing. I think it would be really, really fun stuff.
Unfortunately, I don't have a driver's license, so that ain't gonna be an option, so.
Darn it. Trump, are you going to get fed up with Musk and send him over to Mars? No, quite frankly, Musk is currently in the presidential, I don't know, one of the presidential closets or something. He had a long night.
Well, I think that right now, I think a lot of Americans are wondering one question that I want to know, which is, what is the easiest way, do you think, to actually encourage companies to come back to the U.S.? Now, I know you made in your first term a policy that they could easily come back and they could reintroduce their cash back into the United States. I think for agreements that they're going to build new plants and equipment, or at least revitalize old plants. But what about now? What are we going to do to encourage companies to come to the United States and start manufacturing here?
I'm going to make them. It's quite simple. I don't need to encourage them. In fact, all I need to do is call them and tell them, listen, you're not allowed to do that anymore. You have to keep it inside of America. And I'm going to write a few signatures, little Danny signatures. I've started putting smiley faces at the end of my signatures. It's kind of fun.
Okay.
I'm just going to make them. I'm going to change the law. I'm going to say you have to keep it inside of America. And we're going to make America great once again.
Well, that's actually a good question, CB. Why? China, as you know, has been buying a lot of property here in the United States, particularly farmland.
They're allowed to buy property, continuing, but the property taxes for Chinese is going up 325%. It's going to be massive. It's going to be really, really terrible. They're not going to want to buy it here anymore. Trust me. They're going to go to Canada, and then we're going to buy Canada. And quite frankly, they're not going to be able to buy it there either.
Well, the Danish Prime Minister basically told you that the deal with Greenland's off the table. He said, "We're not selling it to you."
Well, I won't say anything about that because, listen, you know what happens if you're not going to sell it to me. Quite frankly.
But, however, the Greenish people seem to want to work with you on it, so...
They love me. They really love me. I went over there many, many years ago, and I remember I was talking to the people in their native language. I said, Okwa, Panoqua, Isto, Bastinista. This, I forget what it meant, but whatever happened next was very sensual. A bunch of women came out. Never mind. This is the morning show, Michelle. We won't go there.
Yeah. Now, I know the reason why Greenland is important is that there's not only is there precious resources there that the United States can benefit from, but it's also because we got also kind of a new land grab with Russia as well in the polar regions.
And there's a lot of hot babes there too. Have you ever seen an Icelandic chick?
No, I never really looked at the women of Greenland, but
They're very, very sexy people. Even the men. You would quite enjoy the men. I've seen their abs. They're big, strong men. They look like Hulk Hogan. Quite frankly, I was in WrestleMania. I don't know if you know this. I actually had a match at WrestleMania 23. And a lot of people, they look like those WWE wrestlers, Michelle. You could get a sexy boyfriend.
Actually, I'm kind of interested in a female person, but yeah.
Interested in a female, but well, then I need go no further. I was telling you exactly about these beautiful women that are there. You're going to really like them.
Well, let me answer Chris's comment. First of all, yeah, there's a lot of minerals in Greenland, but I think that the one thing that I've said on the show a couple times is it would be a really tough thing because of the fact that their power grid is 230 volts at 50 hertz, and we're 320 volts at 60 hertz. They broadcast using a different TV standard than us. Originally, during analog, they were PAL and we're NTSC. Now, they're DVB and we're ATSC. And, of course, they have different postal codes than we do, which means I don't know how American postal codes would be, how all that transition would happen if they ever became a state.
Yeah, no, Michelle, you're not going to have to worry about any of this because after a few weeks from now, everything's just going to be Starlink. Elon has been working on it for a very long time. Starlink is going to replace all of the AF2QTs and the IFBI2s. It's not going to be necessary anymore. It's going to be very simple.
Starlink is just the internet service, though. It's not the.
Oh, it's going to be much more than that. You know, Elon, he works very fast. He's been working on a lot of stuff.
Do you know that there's over 6,000? Red was talking to me about this, but there's over 6,000 Starlink satellites in orbit. Oh,
Just a reminder, during gaming, I tend to be more focused on the game than the chats. I do look at the chats when I get a free moment. However, I cannot always get right back to you during the game.
Yeah, well, that's just a reminder because some people keep wondering why I keep ignoring the chats when I'm playing the game. It depends on the game. Sometimes during, like World of Warcraft, Michelle can stop when she's not about to get creamed. Can go through and look at the chat.
Get creamed. Oh my God, that's very sensual talk for the morning show.
Not really. A show is not really that sensual. The morning show is more of kind of a news, general chat kind of thing. We don't really do anything really sensual on the morning show. We never really did. On a regular basis.
Here's a little bit of morning news for you then, Michelle. I found a random bill in the hallway this morning on my way to the Oval Office. It doesn't say anything on it, but by the looks of it, it's something Alex Jones was carrying around, and I'm kind of wondering if I should just take it and see what happens.
What is it, you think?
I have no idea. Could be one of his quantum forces. Could be some tabletized bone broth. I quite frankly don't know.
I don't know. Why don't you have your medication? Why don't you have your forensics department look at it?
We could probably have forensics look at it, or I could just go wake Alex up. He's probably in a coma because he ate an entire Stouffer's mac and cheese.
Well,
family size. President Trump, is your hair real? Yes, it's real. I've proved it many times. I just like the style. It's from the 80s, and I never changed it. Back in the 80s, big, poofy hairstyles was the thing.
Eventually, we're going to have to get me a real hair wig, because that fake wig I use for my show is itchy as heck. Yeah.
Have you ever... Michelle, I just thought of this. Your hair color is very similar to mine. Have you ever thought of
your
putting
hair
it
is
into
a little more yellow than mine?
Well, it is, yes. That's just because of my makeup. My makeup, when I'm powdering my face in the morning, it gets into my hair.
Well, you got a whole team that helps do your hair. and your nails and your face and your skin. I don't have any of that. I have to do everything
Yeah, she's
myself.
terrible. The person who does my makeup is absolutely terrible. People have been making fun of me for years for looking orange, but quite frankly, I don't want to fire her because she has massive tits and she has them right in my face every morning, and I never want to give her up.
Yeah.
One day she'll pass away, or she'll get a little sag in her tits, and I'll say, you know what? I'm
Well,
going to
I
hire
have
someone
a
who's
little
a little
more
better.
of a serious question because something that has been on the mind of a lot of older seniors for a while, and that is when the invitable day when we check out. And you're in low income, and you don't want to become a charcoal briquette. Is there any type of programs to help with a proper green burial? Good
Yes,
question.
there is. As a matter of fact, we're going to be transforming that park across the street from the White House where the nasty old homeless person was living. We finally got them out of there. Or they died or something. I don't know. We're going to be transforming that entire park into a place where when you die, you can get your ashes put into a mixture of soil and seeds and be planted as a tree.
Well, I was going to say is some people don't even want to become cremated or turned into charcoal because they just want to just be buried. Just wrap them in a burlap sack and throw them in the ground. Michelle's pretty cheap when she wants to be buried. She was very specific. She says,
we could do that as well. We could find like an abandoned quarry and just do like a mass grave. Just chuck you in there with a slingshot or something.
yeah.
Discounted burials. We'll call it the Trump burial.
I think also we need to do is consider is that a lot of people in Social Security retirement income are wondering what's going to happen with the program when it's supposed to be going to go insolvent in 2032. And you know, and I know, and Michelle knows, a lot of it's because the Congress has done really nothing to shore up the program for decades. At least
it's the main reason we're going to be just kind of getting rid of a lot of these things, Michelle, is because I have a lot of money. And as you know, from last time I was president, I love giving out money. So I'm just going to be tossing money out. Here's a check. Here's a check. Everyone gets money. Quite frankly, you could just email the White House, I think, right now. And if you need money, I'll just send you money.
What about means testing, though? I mean, there are people like in your income bracket that don't really need the a stimulus check as much as those, below say $50,000 a year for a single person. Those people are the ones that need the help way more than the one who makes $5 million a year or even $500,000 a year or even $100,000 a year for a single person.
That's actually a fantastic point, Michelle, and I will write that down. We should check into how much people have before we send them a check, because I do just toss the money out of there.
Yeah. Because last time you gave out the stimulus checks, which were valid reasons, but it seems that some people were complaining that even the people who didn't need the money and companies that didn't need the money, like Shake Shack, went ahead and got all this chunk of money during the Big C, and then they ended up basically kind of being forced to give it back because they weren't a small business. I never heard of Shake Shack until then, but I guess I can see why. Oh, there were some people that abused the system from both individuals and businesses alike. But I think that the real problem was that since Biden's administration, as you've seen these people just getting hammered with debt because everything got so expensive. What can we do for them for the future? I mean, that's a good question, though, because I agree with Michelle on that.
I think what we're going to do is send them more money. Yes, I think we're going to send them more money. That's a fantastic idea. The answer is always money. More money is what we're going to do.
Well, more like responsible disbursement of money, actually. Yeah.
Exactly. Why do I only use Sharpie pens? Because Sharpie is a fantastic company. Quite frankly, they're the best company.
I'm just reading a comment here from CB. Yeah, he wanted a nice casket. I was like, who's gonna get when the funeral's over? I asked did they have to a loaner one for to put him in the refrigerator box after. It says Donald Trump, why do you only use Sharpie pens?
Because they're the fantastic, most greatest pen of all time, and we endorse their company completely.
There's another reason, too. They're very easy to see on camera. Yeah.
They're very easy to see on camera. Very, very easy. Plus, they're permanent.
Rambo said, cost me $10,000 to bury my little brother. I thought that was high. But you do what you gotta do. Well, what if you have no?
See, Trump budget burials are gonna be they're gonna be $20 a burial. Trump budget burials, and you can choose to toss them in yourself, or you can use the slingshot. It's gonna be the Trump slingshot, and it's just gonna be one big old stinky pit.
Well, one reason I like the green burial idea is that you become compost, and then you can, be used to fertilize gardens and flower beds.
Exactly, and that's what this is going to be used for. It's going to be really fantastic stuff.
And maybe for
you're gonna have to do it far away from a city,
and for people that want to be a little more composted quickly, there should be the option to put you into a wood chipper. So you're dead anyway, so you won't feel anything.
We could put them in a wood chipper. We could incorporate the slingshot and slingshot them into a wood chipper.
Well, I mean, that'd be kind of a little extreme, but
for the low cost of $25, listen, it could be a fun weekend for the family.
Hello, David S. How you doing today? Good morning to you.
Just a reminder that during gaming, I tend to be more focused in the game than the chats. I do look at the chats when I get a free moment. However, I cannot always get right back to you during the game.
Right. Now, why do you think Biden thinks he was doing for the last 4 years? Is it only because he's losing his mind, or was it because there was something else?
Complete onset Alzheimer's, and his cokehead son has been running the country with drunken Kamala. Dirty, drunken Kamala and cokehead son of Biden. They've been running the country straight into the ground. Because poor old Biden, he has Alzheimer's. He doesn't know where he is, quite frankly.
Anyways, you ever heard a song I wrote called Bye Bye Slayton Biden?
Never heard of that one.
You never heard of that one. Well, why don't we play it?
Let's go ahead and play it. I'm going to sing along, folks.
Yeah, I'm going to play it as I have it here. Hold on. Let me get to this here. It's on the screen, Michelle.
I'd love to sing along to this song.
Oh, yeah, you can sing along if you want with it. Let me go to music videos. And I'm going to go to videos. And then I'm going to put it on the screen so you can all see it at the same time. All right. Wait, Michelle. What? Firefox? Oh, shh. Do you see YouTube? I used to have Chrome. Used to be able to easily get sound from other screens. But then, for some reason, they thought it would be such a great idea to really mess up the layout. And they did, and they changed it now, so it's just aggravating. All right, so I got to do it on this dashboard. Yeah, give me a minute. Put this on screen here. Is this thing loading? Yeah. No. Not. No. Yes. What is it, What's the answer? Yes. Yes or no, it's kind of not working for some reason. Alright, so let me fix that then. Let me quit Firefox. Let me open Firefox. And then.
While you're fixing that, I'm going to sing
I hate
a
these.
song
I
here
hate
that I
this.
wrote
I
for
hate
you.
these computer programs sometimes. If you wonder what I'm talking about with Chrome, there's it used to be that you could easily do things differently. All right,
Obi
got it
Trice,
now. I got
real
it. So we're
name,
gonna
no
go to
gimmick.
playlists. I'm gonna go to music.
Two trailer park girls go round me outside, round the outside, round the outside. Guess who's back? Back again. Shady's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? Trump is back.
What?
It's one of my favorite songs. I'm just singing a song while you find the Joe Biden song so we can listen to it.
Yeah, I was gonna play along with my song, but because I thought Goodbye 2020, that's not it. So all the way down there, Michelle. Goodbye 2024. I love
I
when you did with
created a
the
monster
video.
because nobody wants to see Marshall no more. They want Shady on chopped leather. Well, if you want Shady, this is what I'll give you. A little bit of weed mixed with some hard liquor. Some vodka that'll jumpstart my heart quicker than a shark when I get shocked at the hospital by the doctor when I'm not cooperating.
Let's see. It was
Okay.
a convocation, but it also was Goodbye Slade Biden. That's all in one song. Eat on the Run. That's a cute song.
So the FCC won't let me be or let me be me, so let me see. They try to shut me down on MTV, but it feels so empty without me.
I'm trying to find the right song, but for some reason I got buried here. I know where it is. Where? Up your ass. Just kidding. Oh, it's in the regular videos. It's in the regular videos.
So come on and dip. Bum on your lips, fuck that, come on your lips and come on your tits and get ready, because this shit's about to get heavy. I just settled all my lawsuits, fuck you, Debbie. Now this looks like a job for me, so everybody just follow me, because we need a little controversy and we need a little Trumpy in the Oval Office. And now I'm back. So have you found the song yet, Michelle?
Michelle, you do so many videos that, oh my God, it's like it's like buried. It's like
nah.
People have no idea how many videos Michelle does. She does so many of them that trying to find it is.
You do many videos, millions and millions of videos.
Well, thousands actually.
Thousands and thousands of videos.
Let's see. I didn't really give much thought about how many videos there are. Let's see. Gaming Berry Song, Cooking Gitchy, Gaming with Gitchy Song. Okay, I think I found it. Oh wait, do you think I found it? If on your truck video or whatever, we'll find it. When I find it, I'll play it for you. It basically, I was gonna use it with the convocation broadcast because it kind of goes along with that one, but I can't figure where I shoved it right now. It's in here.
You keep looking for it, and I will sing the song "Holla Back Girl" by Gwen Stefani. Here we
Remember the experience when you heard on the news he was in Atlanta and he blew a big fat loud fart?
I did hear about that. Now let me know when you find the song. This my shit. All the girls
all
stop your feet like this.
dignitaries are
Few times been
laughing.
around that track, so it's not gonna happen like that. Cause I ain't no holla back girl. I ain't no holla back Trump.
Yeah.
Do 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 do.
I really hate when I can't find something. God, it's in here. It's in here. Was that a Prego commercial?
I heard that they were talking shit, and you didn't think that I would hear it. People hear you talking like that, getting everybody fired up. So now I'm ready to attack, gonna lead the pack, gonna touchdown, get you taken out, and all the bomb down, getting everybody fired up. Few times been around that track, so it's not going to just happen like that, because I'm not.
Oh, I know where you can find it, Michelle. Look for Sliding Biden. That's what it's under. Sliding Biden.
That's a good idea. Look for Sliding Biden.
All right, here we go. Found it.
This shit is bananas. BANANAS. This shit is bananas, quite frankly.
I found it, ladies and gentlemen. This is the video. Let's see if we can get this on the screen so you can see it, because it goes along with the music. It's not just
Better hurry up, because I'm going to do Creed next. We're going to be singing Creed with arms wide open.
Thanks, Lou. I didn't think of that. No problem. That's why I'm
with arms wide open.
Firefox. All right,
under the sunlight.
Let's get
Welcome
this. Let's hit this buy up
this
and let's
place.
get this started.
I'll show you everything with arms wide open.
All right, here we go. Let's get this on the screen for you so you can see it.
Thank you very much.
I'm going to play it and I'm going to stare at it. Welcome to Yule 2024. Winters will start to return to normal winter for New England, New York State, of being cold, icy, windy, and appropriate for this time of year, which is a big difference than the winters have been for the last few years when I had suffered my major knee injury. We've seen a lot of changes in the world. Some good, some bad, some nice, some not so nice. But I want 2024, 2025 winter season to be a real banger. And what I mean by a banger is I want to see people be one, be excellent to one another. Two,
a real banger.
I want to see people feel like they're worth something again. And it's after this song. Three, I'm strongly hoping that Donald Trump will be able to clear up all the mess that Joe Biden left behind. We all know that we all been saying that. That's why we voted almost unanimously in the country to get Donald Trump back in the power, because we remember the good times. And as the old saying goes, let the good times roll. Amen.
We all breathe a sigh of relief as 2024 comes to a close. Sliding Biden will be no more. Finally, we can all dream again. Biden, you come to our joy. Biden, the fool used as tools. Biden, he has just passed gas. Sliding Biden is of the
MicheleMarieDalene, you have come so far. Go out there and show the world what you can do.
A place where many will accrue. Happy and carefree, we will be prosperous. Bye-bye, Sliding Biden, will not miss you. Gonna down for those last few. Get off of here, we will not live in fear.
We will not live in fear, man.
Trump is coming, he is gonna make things right. The United States will be great again. The illegals will stop flooding our shores.
Get out of here, illegals.
Gasoline. Biden tried to get rid of gas.
Earn the illegals with gasoline.
Biden crushed our dreams one by one. We could not afford groceries. Bye-bye, Sliding Biden. Will not miss you. Gonna down for those last few. Get off of here. We will not live in fear. the new era, where Trump will make America great again. Thank God we will persevere.
That was fantastic, Michelle.
There's still a little teeny bit left there.
Oh, fantastic. That's wonderful.
Yeah, well, that's the song. Then the main part of the convocation.
To the new era.
Something's happening.
There's a tiny bit piece left of it. Let's listen to it though.
Great again. Thank God we will persevere.
Yeah.
We will not live in fear.
I just had another idea for a question. Okay. Now it's done. Alright, here's my question for you.
Yes, what's your question,
ready
Michelle?
for this? Are you ready for this? What about the so-called Americans that don't like being here and they want to leave because you're president? Don't need to hear another song.
What we're going to do with those people, Michelle, is we're going to build them an island. It's going to be a man-made island. And we're going to send them out there. And quite frankly, we're going to be playing the song Rockstar by Nickelback on repeat 24/7 every single day while they're there. If you don't know what that song is, quite frankly, I'll sing it for you.
You
It
know
goes
what I
like
would
this.
suggest? Why don't you
I'm
give
through
them
with
a one?
standing in
Give them a
lines.
one-way
Perhaps
ticket
I'll
out
never get
here.
in.
Rip up their passports and now basically make them illegals in another country.
That's a fantastic idea, Michelle. Really fantastic idea. It's like the bottom of the ninth, and I'm never gonna win. This life hasn't turned out quite the way I want it to be. I want a brand new house on an episode of Cribs and a bathroom I can play baseball in. Quite frankly, I don't like baseball. Gonna join the Mile High Club at 37,000 feet.
Oh,
I want a new tour bus full of old guitars.
you got all these people, like, especially in California, right? They're like, well, right now they've been burnt out of house and home. But right now the thing is, so they say, oh, well, we're leaving the United States if Trump becomes president. You became president by popular vote and by the Electoral College, as expected. And they're like, oh, we have to leave now. Excuse me, there's a mandatory evacuation, ma'am. Your building's on fire. Oh, I have to leave now. In other words, they got the two reasons why they have to leave. One is they don't like you, and the other one is that their house is on fire. Because Gavin Newsom didn't bother make sure to have the local forestry service properly maintaining the forests and the greenery. Oh my God.
MicheleMarieDalene is registered blind, partially deaf, has physical mobility issues, is a female intersex hermaphrodite. She and Loomis share the same body and are married.
Right.
I'm eating Oriental flavored chips. Have you ever tried them, Michelle?
That's true. There is money that has gone AWOL in Congress. We don't know where it went to. I thought I saw the pile of money over there somewhere. I can't find it on the desk now. Maybe the dog got it. I'll be a big
All of the
dog.
haters, all of the internet haters are going to Epstein Island. We've converted it into a Hunger Games type situation. It's going to be run by Mr. Beast. It's going to be terrible for them.
Well, I mean, okay, for example, all those Americans that want to support all those illegals. Why don't you send them to the illegals countries? Send them to Haiti, send them to El Salvador, send them to Guatemala, send them to...
No. We have it all set up. It's on Epstein Island. We're going to pack them all in there. Last man surviving gets to come back to America and live in a little cage inside of the White House.
Yeah. Okay, that's another question. Congress pay raises. Shouldn't the pay raise actually be kind of the requirement that they have to have their constituents decide to give them one? I'm just going to turn off monetization on this stream because I think this stream is going to get kind of hot. You know what I mean? I don't want to.
I do know what you mean. I'm completely nude right now.
So, you got these people, right? And they go out there and they do these pay raises. Let's give ourselves a $250,000 pay raise. I would say is no. You have to send it to people for a referendum. I think it should be up to the people to decide.
Sorry about that. I had a mac and cheese portable in the car.
Say what?
Nothing, Michelle. Listen, what we're going to do about pay raises is we're going to give them to everybody. Quite frankly, we're going to be giving pay raises to every American. The whiter your skin tone is, the higher the pay raise.
Well, that too, right? And no Coke in the White House. Too bad it wasn't Pepsi instead.
No, I quite enjoy Diet Coke. That's my favorite. Diet Coke.
Yeah, I tend to drink a lot of those. No, but let's get back to what they said about the pay raises. Okay.
My fridge inside of the White House has 90,000
Wouldn't that be nice?
Diet
Wouldn't that be
Coke.
lovely if you could go to your employer and go, hi, I'm going to give myself a 10% pay hike. Okay. I'll give you the 10% pay hike. You know that's not how it works in the real world, right?
Everybody's going to get fired,
pay hike.
and then we're going to have to rehire.
Oh, you can go pound sand. I'm not giving you a 10% pay hike. So why is Congress think that they're above and beyond reality? They actually do that to give themselves a 10% pay hike. And they say, we've all voted for a 10% pay hike, and American citizens are going, okay, that's fine with me. Really?
Exactly.
You asked me. You never asked me if I thought you deserved a 10% break. Hey, what do you guys do there every day? Well, reality. So this we decide what color to paint the bathroom. What? Or we have to decide what air fresheners to use. What? And yet you guys got a problem. The American countryside is burning in Los Angeles, and all you're worried is about what color to paint the bathroom or what air freshener to use. And I'm paying you how many hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, and you're just in tax revenue, and you're sitting there worrying about these stupid little inane things like that.
Yeah, see, when I'm the president, we get that done within the first 3 days. I got my golden toilet put into the bathroom. We got my gold paintings put under the wall. And now we can focus on America.
Well, I actually do know about the gold toilet.
I require a gold toilet. It's actually... my buttock skin is allergic to any other material except for gold. So my underwear are gold and my toilets are gold. Because quite frankly, I can't touch any other surface with it.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, don't you think, though, when pay raise that should kind of go out as a referendum? The people of the district should vote for that?
Quite frankly, Michelle, I think what's more of a problem is the green ring of limescale that's grown on my ass cheeks because I only sit on gold toilets. There's, quite frankly, something growing back there, and I think it's because of the gold and the purity of it.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, it's quite terrible. I have to... have to watch for that. You don't want to get metal infection, limescale disease. That's the price you have to pay when you sit on gold all the time. MicheleMarieDalene is registered blind, partially deaf, and has physical mobility issues. Is a female intersex hermaphrodite. She and Lume share the same body and are married to each other.
Yeah. Which is another question. We'd like to one day fix that. Oh Lord, there we go.
Are we talking about the marriage thing, Michelle?
How can we get an extra copy of a marriage certificate when I don't even have a green card or a birth certificate?
Well, see, the problem is going to be, this is going to be very big because we're taking marriage back to the good old days. It can only be between a man and a woman, and they have to be at least 30 years apart, and it has to be a forced marriage in a Catholic church. It's going to be just like the Mormon times. I'm joking, Michelle. That was a complete joke. Of course, we're going to be getting you a marriage license, and we're going to be getting Lumi a green card so we can get her a marriage license. The wedding's going to be beautiful. I think I could ordain you myself.
Well, I mean, the reason why we also ran into the other thing is that I want to monetize my channel, but I don't want my channel to be necessarily known as Michelle's channel, because Michelle and I have different ideas of where we want our shows to go.
Listen, we have a major question in the chat here. Someone says, does Donald use golden condoms? Does Donald even use condoms at all? For many, many years, I didn't use condoms, but now, quite frankly, Melania doesn't let me have sex with her. She doesn't even let me touch her, so I do have to use condoms because I'm sleeping with horrendously atrocious women of the night.
Besides, if you actually used a gold condom, wouldn't that be freaking heavy?
No, they're very thin. It's just gold-coated, but yes, I do use golden condoms, and they're gold-plated condoms, and that's why they call me Green Dick Donnie, because I wear so much gold down there.
Yeah. So, because you turned off the monetization on the stream, guys, if you have any questions, could you guys consider making a donation?
Just a reminder, during gaming, I tend to be more focused on the game than the chats. I do look at the chats when I get a free moment. However, I cannot always get right back to you during the game. Sorry about that, Michelle. Elon has installed a microchip into my brain, and every time Batrix talks, it's like I'm not able to control myself.
Okay.
Hello, Parasolo. Wonderful to see you.
Hi, Parasolo. I'm Michelle Chat. I'm at work and can't hear crap right now because need to drive down until boss sleeps. Well, that's why you got closed captions, right? You know that you can turn on the closed captions on my stream. They are enabled as required by the FCC and the Americans with Disabilities Act. I'm one of the few channels that actually puts a lot of effort in to get the closed captions on the streams.
I'm actually on disability as well, Michelle. I don't know if you knew that. I'm on disability for having so much money and so much power in the world.
That's interesting, Chris. I don't know what that all means, but that's okay.
Reinforced steel condoms.
So,
one time I used a platinum condom, and quite frankly, it hurt very, very much.
Platinum? Yeah.
Yes, I thought it was Magnum, and I mistaked it for platinum, and it turned out to just be a steel rod that was taken out of someone's plumbing. I think that it was used for hot water.
Thank you, Mr. Kitty. Bonjour, Michelle. Yes, thank you. Much appreciated.
Thank you so much, Tiger Kitty, for your $5 donation.
Bonjour, Michelle.
Okay, let me heart that one out there. And put a thanks in there. Alright, so now, if you would you ever buy the Snow Queen Palace? And if you ever did, how would you renovate it?
Well, listen, we're going to have to talk about money. Money talks, bullshit walks, Michelle. So how much do you want for the Snow Queen Palace? What do you think it's worth, Michelle? Let's do a deal. I love doing deals. It's been a long time.
Well, I think the existing landlord is not keeping up on the maintenance. I personally would like to renovate it, kind of like they originally did with the White House in the 1950s. Just totally gut the insides and just totally restore it to its original design as it was back in 1911, which when it was a residential hotel kind of situation. You still have some apartments, but maybe keep a couple of them as rentable for rooms for individuals.
So as it is right now, how much money do you think the whole building, what do you think it would cost? What do you think, how much moolah do you think we're talking here?
Just to do the electric and the gas. That's probably
No, just for the building, Just how much do you think your landlord would sell me the building for as is,
Well, the
the way
building
it
was
is
appraised
right
for
now?
$350,000.
$350K. I think we could do that deal. Quite frankly, I think I could buy the Snow Queen Palace, the Ice Palace, and I think I'm going to put about $1 million into renovations. This is
Yeah,
going to
about
look
that. I guess
about
that.
$1 million in renovations. It's going to look better than the White House.
Especially
It's
since
gonna look...
Michelle was putting marble in, and you're going to have to strengthen the structure and try to straighten the foundation out a little bit, because
You know what? Let's put 1.5 million into it, Michelle, and let's designate it the new District of Columbia. We'll call it the District of the Snow Queen, and we can move headquarters of the United States there.
Actually, what I'd like to do is make it available for people that may need lower income people, but not.
No. There's no homeless people allowed in the White House.
Well, obviously they have to be able to pay rent. So if they can't pay rent, they're going to stay homeless.
They could be our employees. The Snow Queen needs employees. It's a big thing running something quite like the White House. I see the Snow Queen's Ice Palace. It's very similar to the White House. Maybe you could hire them as employees and they could work off their rent.
I think it's got about as many rooms as the White House, I think. No, it doesn't. No, let's have me remember.
The White House has many, many rooms.
There's rooms. 75 rooms in the White House.
75 rooms. When we're adding a room right now for Barron. It's going to be his gaming room. We're very excited about that.
Well, I think this is what I would have done if I had the money to do it, and if I could get my landlord to go for it and just make a deal with me, is I'd probably say to Jimmy, because he's an old man, say, look, you can keep apartment one for yourself, that's fine, but we're still going to send the gastricians in to fix the gas, we're still going to send the electricians in to fix the electric, we're still going to replace and reinforce the structure, but you can keep apartment one for yourself until you pass away.
Donald, did you tell them about the new InfoWars products? Tell them about the new InfoWars products.
No, Alex, I'm not telling them. 1 second, Michelle. Alex Jones. I'm not telling them about your products, Alex. It's not happening right now.
Tell them about the goddamn product. God's sake.
I'm sorry about that, Michelle. That was Alex Jones. He just woke up from a terrible nightmare where he wasn't selling enough of his InfoWars products.
Oh. Well, anyway, so I don't really watch him too much anymore, because I used to be, when he was on YouTube, I'd watch him more, because I would just...
Let's build an underground tunnel from the White House to the Snow Queen's Ice Castle in Winstead.
That would have to be a hell of a long tunnel.
I think it's
longer than the
doable. We
one
have
that the
tunnels that
illegals dig underneath the wall. It would have to be much longer than that. You're talking about almost 1,200 miles. No, not quite.
we could do it, Michelle. Trust me, we have tunnels that go all over America.
Yeah, but I think honestly, no one's gonna really want to walk it. It'd have to be make a little mini electric vehicle or railway network.
Someone in chat asks, "Is Diddy really in jail?" No, he's not in jail. He's in Cuba.
Is Diddley
down there
really
with
in jail, or
Tupac.
did he pay his way out?
He's in Cuba with Tupac. That's where we sell all the blacks that pay us enough money to get out of whatever situation they're in.
Yeah. Well,
see, Cuba owed us after the Cuban Missile Crisis, so I said, "Listen, Cuba, you don't have much to offer us, so we use it as a safe haven for black American celebrities who get in a little bit of trouble and need somewhere to go."
Have you ever watched Chris Bliss's show on his YouTube channel?
No, I haven't, but I'll tell you one thing. Bill Cosby went down to Cuba for a few months, and then they said, "You know what, Bill, you could come back." Do you like Bill Cosby?
Good morning, family. How you doing? Welcome to the show.
What does Chris Bliss do on their show?
He's a musician. He does a music show on his channel on Unofficial Chris Bliss. And on February 16th, 2025, he's going to be on Silver Moon Radio AM 1610.
This is very exciting.
It is,
I'm excited to hear Chris Bliss on the Silver Moon AM 1610 morning show with MicheleMarieDalene and Lumi. And quite frankly, there could be Carmen Miranda.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. I'm looking forward to it because, last time we had some technical problems, but
up in Silver Moon, where the things do flow, and everybody like Carmen is at the show.
Yeah.
I love Carmen Miranda. She's a sexy little girl, isn't she? She used to put fruit on her head, and we used to throw.
Unfortunately, in 1955, she died of a heart attack with a complication of a pregnancy. But unfortunately, the reasons also was she was on uppers and downers and everything else to kind of maintain her sleeping patterns.
The truth is, it was my father, Fred Trump, who impregnated her, and in order to avoid the pregnancy, he murdered her with high dosages of poison.
No, actually, she was married at the time with her husband, but I guess the first miscarriage she had is that's when their marriage started to go up in smoke. But so we decided to try to go for it a second time, but the God said nope. No baby for you.
Silver Moon Radio, AM 1610, quite frankly, is one of the best of all time. That could be a jingle you could use, Michelle.
Yeah. But anyway, the thing is that I'm in wanted to visit Brazil. I wanted to go to Rio de Janeiro, but the problem is that it's just not easy for me to get the money together for a passport because I keep having to pay all essential bills first, which is true,
Hold on one second,
Oh,
Michelle.
actually, you could have gotten a passport if you didn't buy the wheel. If I didn't buy the wheel. That's true, but then
Hold
again...
on 1 second, Ed. This is President Trump coming to you from the Oval Office. Could we please get a helicopter down to Winstead so Michelle can go to Brazil this afternoon? There's a really nice place that they do a lunch combo, and I think I'm going to fly Michelle down there this afternoon. Could we get that done, please? Yeah, so they're on their way to you right now. If there's a landing zone, they should be there very
I'm sure
soon.
CB that there's a historical reason why they're called that. I just don't know what it is.
BB, Central Broadcast.
See, like I said, there's a lot of things about Brazil I do like, and there's a lot of things about Brazil I don't. But the things that I like is the food and the beach, and this interests me. Even the favelas don't do half bad. I mean, they certainly look better than mine. Some of them do. Yeah, some do.
I would love to live in a favela. I lived in a favela for many, many years, but it was in Florida, and we, quite frankly, turned it into Mar-a-Lago. I've never lived in a real favela down in the South America, or even, quite frankly, Mexico, because there's a lot of criminals, and I'm afraid of criminals. I don't like them.
Well, I mean, what about there are also a lot of good people that live in the favela and have nothing to do with crime either. They're just
Right,
there
but,
because they can't afford anything else.
Right, but listen, Michelle, if you go into a room and 3 people have guns and they're gonna shoot you, then the other 95 people they don't really matter, do they? They're outnumbered by the guns, and quite frankly, they have a lot of guns in Brazil.
Yeah, they do have a lot of guns in Brazil, but then
I'm not taking that chance, Michelle. Guns do a lot of damage.
I mean, like the largest favela has its own police force that is not private.
Exactly,
That is
yes,
privately
yes.
funded. It has nothing to do with the federal police force. The drug
That's completely
cartels
true.
actually finance their own police force in the largest favela of over 250,000 residents. Yeah. That's a pretty big place.
It's a big place. It's a terrifying place, quite frankly.
It's on the hillside. And the problem is the hills are steep. Go up one also go. Don't put air brakes in your walker, and you're going to be rolling down the hill like the song from the River Kwai.
Or quite frankly, one of my favorite Beatles songs, "The Fool on the Hill."
Yeah, the Fool on the Hill. Well, I think for most
Yes, I could
people
sing
in
it
the
for you
favela,
right
they
now if
probably
you'd like me to.
They probably think that they actually are not the fools because they got the best view in town. They can look over entire of Rio de Janeiro and they can see all the city, all the posh people below, and it's
Many posh people.
many posh people. Especially in the valleys where all the rich ones live.
They have big asses in Brazil too, big old booties.
I mean, true, you're going to deal with the smell of excrement running down the central alley, but you know what? You got the great scenery. It's just true.
Exactly. I mean, there's excrement running everywhere, but it's coming from big booties that have Brazilian butt lifts. So who cares?
Yeah.
As long as it's coming from a big Brazilian butt lift booty, I don't really care if there's poop all over the place.
Yeah, well, it's because the favelas originally were remained from back when Brazil still had the slave trade. In the 1880s.
That's most definitely what's up, Gothic Drink Combos. Welcome to the chat. Quite frankly, we have a wonderful show going on. This is probably one of my longest interviews, except for the Rogan interview, Michelle.
What is your favorite song? Why is your favorite song YMCA the gayest song in the world? Why is it?
That's not my favorite song. My favorite song is now "I'm Proud to Be an American." And it goes something like this. I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free.
Yeah, I know the song.
And I won't forget the men that died.
We need
And gave their
Recieve with
life
Trump
to
is your
me.
favorite song because I think my song is.
And I'd gladly stand up next to you and get shot with a bullet in the ear. 'Cause my name is Trump, and quite frankly, I have no fucking fear. Thank you, Americans. Thank you so much.
Yeah. What do you think of that song "Blood Elves for Trump"? I actually did send it to your office in New York. I wonder what they thought of it when they heard the.
Yes, Michelle, it was fantastic stuff. Quite frankly, I had to find it myself with the help of some of my colleagues. And I believe, I don't know if you remember, but we invited you to do your little ceremony next year at the Trump Towers. I'm going to be there in person, I think. I like connecting with the people. The American people love connecting with me. So I think I'm going to come to that event.
Yeah. Well, I think it'd be interesting to see what happens with the fact is that Congress is still swearing in all your nominees.
Someone here says, Trump, what do you think of the Scottish folks that are against you and building the biggest golf course in Scotland on the ancient land? Listen, Buff Garrett, I'll tell you this right now. This is the Trump Scottish coordinator. Right, the guy that tells them all the stuff about Scotland and what's going on in Scotland and where you here to go and that to go. And I just happened to coming in bringing him his large espresso. And I saw your little comment here about biggest golf course. Quite frankly, the biggest golf course.
What am I supposed to say? Give me the goddamn phone back. Listen, quite frankly, the biggest golf course is not going to matter after a few years because
well, actually,
we're building the biggest golf course here right now. Trump course is going to be doubled in size.
Speaking of that, why do you?
Yeah, I'm from Glasgow. Thank you very much. I'm Trump's advisor. Well, actually, a matter of fact, Mr. Trump, I'm not really advising much of all except for getting you your espresso in the morning. If I'd like, as a matter, listen, I would be the greatest correspondent for the Scottish people to Mr. Trump. But all he has me doing down here is getting him his goddamn fucking coffee in the morning.
Why do you like golf so much? I guess that's a good question.
Why do I like what?
Why do you like golf so much?
Oh, you're asking Mr. Trump there. Mr. Trump, get back on the phone.
I love golf because it's a sport where you can go out for 3 or 4 hours, get away from the world, and get wasted if you want to. By the time you get back on the 18th hole, you're not wasted anymore, and you can go on with your day. It's a fantastic sport. I really like it.
Okay.
Listen, Michelle, I have a friend here. You know him very well. He looks like he's about to explode through every orifice in his body. He just wants to... Hold on 1 second here. He has something new to tell you. I'm sure everyone wants to hear it.
.com, Planet TV, guys, we just sanctioned Colombia. Guys, we are going after Colombia today. I am talking about the biggest deportation to Colombia, and once we get there, we are going to take down the narcotics rings that are controlling your mind. They are controlling your mind with drugs. They're controlling your pockets. Infowars.com, Planet TV. I am telling you everything you need to know that's about to go down. We're taking Colombia first. That way, we're going to have a north and a south position on Mexico when we move in on the big cartels. Infowars.com, Planet TV.
Okay.
I don't know what Alex was talking about. You weren't supposed to. Listen, don't listen to a word he was saying.
I heard that there's
MicheleMarieDalene is registered blind, partially deaf, has physical mobility issues, is a female intersex hermaphrodite. She and Lumi share the same body and are married to each other. Jesus Christ, do not get Elon's brain chip every time Botrix types something. And I see it, I'm forced to read it. It's a terrible, just a reminder, during gaming, I tend to be more focused on the game than the chats. I do look at the chats when I get a free moment. However, I cannot always get right back to you during the game. Do not install the brain chip, guys. I'm telling you, this is terrible. Hopefully there's an update or something where we can buff this out. But right now, anytime AI types on the computer, it's like I just go into automatic mode.
Well, actually, what it does is if there's like a lot of talk, it's a lot of chat, it doesn't really get a chance to really speak up as much.
Exactly. Now, people are mentioning Ed a lot. I don't know anyone named Ed. Can't do an impression of anyone named Ed unless you're talking about Ed Sullivan. I don't
No.
actually know anyone else
The Ed
named
they're
Ed.
talking about is sort of like was a friend of mine that's kind of not really that. Not
Did you have sex with Ed?
What? No.
I'm not a sexual friend. Okay, never mind.
No, he's
I
not,
misread
but
the situation.
it's just
See, with me,
he and
when I'm
I kind of
explaining,
had a falling out because of you know, he wanted to go back to Florida, and now he's in Florida, and he's dealing with living in Florida all by himself, and constantly calls me and goes, "Hey, I need help with such and such," and it's like I can't help it like that because I'm way up here, and we live together.
what a terrible person he sounds like. He's very needy.
Very needy, very clingy, and unfortunately very abusive, unfortunately.
Jesus Christ, we don't need abuse. Donkey raping shit eater.
Here's what I would say about Botrix, guys. If you guys talk enough, Botrix shuts up. I'm not kidding you. It's true. If it's kind of like what happens when Michelle has a full panel of people. You know, if Michelle shuts up too. That's actually true.
Oh my god. I'm laughing so much that just a reminder, during gaming, I tend to be more focused on the game than the chats. I do look at the chats when I get a free moment. However, I cannot always get right back to you during the game.
Right. Unless you want to.
Sorry, I was eating a mac and cheese portable.
Remember,
oh my god,
it's not
LOL.
good to text and drive. Right? No texting and driving, especially when the
I don't drive myself. I have a driver.
Yeah, I don't.
I think it's been about 35 years since I've driven a car. I, quite frankly, don't have time for it, and I'm very busy.
Yeah.
I'm a busy man. Whether I be on my cellular phone, working out a deal, or I be masturbating in the back, I have no time to have my hands on the wheels and my feet on the pedals.
Yeah. Trump got them mac and cheese burps.
Yes, I had a mac and cheese portable earlier in the car when I was on my way to the White House this morning.
Oh, it's just it's sore. Alright. Alright. So we have about half hour left. Any more questions for Trump?
I say we do a 24-hour stream. If we get a $50 donation right now, if we get $50 we will do a 48-hour stream right here on Michelle's channel. Michelle will stay awake the whole time. She won't go to sleep.
No 48-hour stream. We don't have enough people to do the 48-hour stream.
Michelle, with that attitude, we're never going to do the 48-hour stream. We need to get pumped up. We need to get psyched up. How do you think I became president? Quite frankly, I got pumped up and psyched up.
Michelle's done 4-hour streams. That's usually as long as she usually goes.
Let's go for 48. 48 hours. It'll be like a big slumber party, Michelle.
Okay. No, I'm not going to do that.
Maybe another day.
Well, today, after this...
Did you hear that I just signed an executive order to ban gay people from the military?
After this, we're gonna play some, have some quiet time to do some stuff, and then
It's a fantastic idea.
they go out and take out the stairs, take out the garbage. I know that doesn't sound very exciting, is it?
Are you going to eat a mac and cheese portable for lunch?
No, I'm just gonna I'm just have a bowl of cereal, and then maybe walk over to CBS.
Look at this. People, we have 3 people saying they'll give you $50 a piece for a 48-hour stream. Money talks, people.
I don't have enough. I don't have enough talent to come
I'll
in
stay
to
awake
support.
while you have naps.
You figure 4 hours a person. All right, let's just
I
talk
get
about 20. Let's just talk about 24-hour stream. 4 hours a person means that you would need, let's see, 4, 8, 16, 30. Okay, 4, 8. Okay, that's would be 2 people. 16. So it'd be 12. So you need at least
Michelle, why don't we do
a whole
this?
bunch of people going in rotations to deal with all that for 30 hours.
You do 8 hours. I do 8 hours. You do another 8 hours. And then I finish it off with the last little bit. I get high with a little help from my friends. Oh, I get high with a little help from my friends. Could it be anybody? I want somebody to love. Because quite frankly, Melania doesn't give me
What
any
I
love
like
anymore.
to do is you know, what I do a lot of times when I'm not publicly on the air is I will just watch videos, or sometimes me and Lummy will just flip some records on the turntable and quietly listen to something behind the scenes. We're not really all that into the social media thing. A lot of people think that, you know, I mean, because
Do you ever just in between shows, say you get off of your morning show and you say, I'm going to do a afternoon show, maybe 4 hours from now. Do you ever just sit there and flick your bean for 4 hours and watch
no,
some dirty pornography?
what I do is like I try to get housework done, things that I need to get done. Like I said, take out the garbage, and
Right, of course, yes.
then as I said, we'll also hang out, we'll watch videos. I never really did anything else with my privates. Not for full 4 hours, no.
One time I got my scrotum shaved. It took him 4 hours because he removed each individual ball hair by itself. It was a fantastic surgery, and I've never grown hair there ever since
Okay,
that.
I think that's not true, but you know what? We do have an adult lounge area now, which is pretty empty. If you ever want to go and check it out, here's a link to my Discord. We do have an adult lounge. We also have an adult porn section where you can upload NSFW content. I don't go there much, but I do.
That's a fantastic idea. I think I'm going to upload a picture of my asshole to that section right now. If anyone wants to see what Trump's asshole looks like,
No,
I think I might...
some people have already done that. I haven't actually been in there and looked. I'm actually more interested in the front holes, not the back ones.
The front holes, not the back holes. The back holes are dirty. We know that the back holes, Michelle, are only for pooping.
Back holes are pretty universal. It's the front holes that are more exciting.
No, they're not universal. The back holes are only for pooping. The front holes are for using. Now, we don't want to mistake anyone. This isn't because we're against any homosexual activity. It's just that we don't want anyone to get poop on their dick, and we don't want anyone to get AIDS, because quite frankly, AIDS is a terrible disease spread by the butthole.
Yeah, I don't know, but Let's see. It says post a picture. Well, theoretically, he could if he wants to jump in the Discord. He is on the Discord. Oh. So
Theoretically, I could post a picture. That's correct.
if you verify, you can. Yeah.
I'll see it. That's the prop in me doing it. You're making me yawn, Michelle.
Actually, we've kind of fallen behind in verifying accounts. We got to get some people, some mods and no more
Black
people can help
Betty.
verify people.
Bam-a-dam. Oh, Black Betty, bam-a-dam. Black Betty goes bam. You're supposed to say bam-a-dam.
Oh,
Here, we'll do it again. Black Betty goes bam.
I would say right now is
No, you need to say bam-a-dam. That's all you need to say. Just hold on. Black Betty goes bam.
Oh, by the way, don't forget to put a like in the like jar, guys, because we only have 10 likes here, and I know that the Trump is.
Michelle, they're gonna give you a thumbs up as if you say bam-a-dam while I'm singing the song. So all you need to do is when I say Black Betty goes bam, you say bam-a-dam, and everybody will give you a like. You'll see it's gonna go up to 20 likes. Here we go. Black Betty goes bam.
Yeah, sorry about the burp, guys. It's just
Jesus Christ, you have got to be kidding me right now. Michelle, they're not going to give a thumbs up unless you say bam-a-dam. It's a part of the song.
Well,
Black Betty
I
goes
said
bam, bam-a-dam.
I guess burp is part of the song too.
It could be part of the song. Very well could be. Sorry about that. Again, it's the mac and cheese portable.
Could you imagine a turn?
She's a go rock city, bam-a-lang. You have to say bam-a-dam, please, Michelle. Just all you have to say is bam-a-dam.
Bam-a-dam.
Oh, Black Betty! We got it, folks. Down, down, down. Down, 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 down. That was Black Betty by Donny J. Trump
I think
featuring
it's a
Michelle
vocalization of a bass guitar, isn't it? Like
exactly. Oh yeah, do it, Michelle. Now you're getting it. Now you're getting it. There we go.
Yeah.
She got it, folks. She did a wonderful, wonderful job. And now look at all the thumbs up pouring in. Oh, everywhere. Sorry about that mac and cheese portable. Look at all the thumbs up. Everyone give a thumbs up. She said bam-a-lam.
Yeah.
Right against me. Ah.
So, which place, which day?
Well, I'm probably going to take
7
over
o'clock
the
tonight.
Ukraine.
We'll probably be driving the truck some. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm probably going to be taking over the Ukraine, and we're going to go over there and get all our money back. And then I'm going to talk to Putin on the phone. I'm going to say, Putin, we have a lot to talk about, buddy. I just ended the war for you, and Ukraine's going to stop being a whole bunch of dickheads. And then Putin's going to say, because he doesn't speak English in front of me, but I know that he speaks English. And then I think I'm going to call Kim Jong-un and see how he's doing. I might send Dennis Rodman down there first, and then I'm going to go see Barron in his bedroom. He's been playing NBA 2K24 for the last 3 days straight, so need to get him to do his homework. And that's what I'm doing for the day, Michelle. Thank you for asking. Just a reminder, during gaming, I tend to be more focused on the game than the chats. I do look at chats when I get a free moment. However, I cannot always get right back to you during the game. Thank you so much.
I always wondered why they never found out what really causes senile dementia. If they could have treated the problem and gotten, Biden would have been better off if they had found a treatment for senile dementia before he even got into office.
Yeah, well, Biden is a doorknob, so who cares about him? I mean, he's in a retirement home now where he should be. What we're going to do is we're going to release the cures that already exist, because there's a cure for cancer, there's a cure for dementia, there's a cure for AIDS, there's a cure for all of these things, and they're
What about
suppressing it from us.
cataracts? What about cataracts?
Being Russian is not considered a disability unless you are a Russian who lives on the east side of Moscow. Then it is a full disability. Actually, I want to call it mental retardation. We need to bring back that word, mental retardation, because quite frankly, they're all mentally retarded on the east side of Moscow. I've never seen anything like it.
I've never seen much. I've never been in Moscow, so I have no idea what that would mean. But you haven't been.
Well, let me just say, Michelle, that the troops never made it to Moscow for a reason. That's because things get a little hectic once you get out there, all the way out in the east.
It was the
Michelle,
Russian
would you like a new pair of eyeballs?
It was the Russian winters reason why even Napoleon couldn't even successfully get into Moscow, because it's just too far inland. So unfortunately, the Russian winters just killed off all of Napoleon's troops.
Back in the USS, back in the USSR. It doesn't matter who you are, because we're back in the USS, back in the USSR. Michelle, listen, everyone in chat is concerned about your eyeballs. Would you like me to get you a new set of eyeballs?
Well, I'm wondering if there's ever any way that we could have actually found a treatment or a cure for what causes cataracts in the first place.
No, we can't, and unfortunately, it's all up to bad genetics. I mean, there's no cure for that. Even with Barron, he had bad genetics. He had Melania's genetics, and there's nothing we could do about it. Quite fortunately, we were able to do something afterwards, but we knew he was going to be born with those Mexican genetics, those Spanish genetics, and we worked it out of him. That's all you can do. And what we can do for you, Michelle, is get you a whole new set of eyeballs.
Most of my family is Northern European, so...
well, that explains it. A lot of blind people in Northern Europe. It's too cold up there. Their eyeballs froze out of their heads.
I think realistically, what causes it is because your eyes are not used to a lot of blue light. Because you don't go outside much in Northern Europe as much. But then again, with computers and stuff, you got a lot of blue light too. Computers.
Listen, Michelle, I just found a new category on the hub. It's called Pogs. Have you ever heard of it? Fat ass white girl. It's my new favorite thing.
Yeah, I hear that.
It's one of my new favorite things. I was going through Barron's computer, and kids these days, they get into mischief all the time. And I saw a pug. And I said, no, we're not getting a pug. That's not a presidential dog. We're going to get a golden retriever, just like we did last time. And quite frankly, it wasn't about pugs. It wasn't about small Asian dogs who could or could not be spies. It was about fat-ass white girls, and it was one of the favorite things I've ever Googled on the internet.
Well, speaking of a pet for the White House, do you like cats?
I do like cats, but unfortunately, in the White House, you have to have a dog. It's a tradition. Every president has a dog.
Well,
Joe Biden's dog used to attack the Secret Service because he was an asshole. And Joe Biden didn't know how to train his dog, so he was a bit of a dickhead, and he attacked the Secret Service. I'm going to get a very nice dog. I'm going to get a golden retriever, and they're going to be a very nice dog, and it's not going to attack the Secret Service.
Yeah, golden retriever's a nice dog, and so are black labs, too, by the way. My mom had a black lab, had two of them, actually.
Hi there, Mojo Jojo Juniper. This is Bubbles from Sunnyvale Trailer Park. I saw you mentioned my name there. Sitting back here behind Trump, we all just kind of like to watch him while he's sitting there at his desk. So I just thought I'd say hi, because I got a little crush on Mojo Joe Juniper. She makes my bird go up like this. Anyways, all right, here's Trump again.
That's true. He does.
Sorry
he
about
does
that.
do a
Bubbles
pretty
was
good job
being
about
very
that.
rude.
Yeah. No, actually, no, it's true. Clinton had a cat. He had socks. Yeah.
You're allowed to have a cat in the White House, yes, but you are required to have a dog. So I got a dog last time. We gave him up to a different person afterwards because I don't like dogs. And then I'm going to get a dog this time because we have to get another dog. And then all of my cats live back in Trump Towers in New York City. It's a beautiful thing. And I'm not going to move them from their home because they love it there.
I got a feeling the kind of cat you probably would take in was like a Maine Coon.
Well, quite frankly,
Give me the fucking cock-sucking phone back. Talking about kitties. I have 33 fucking kitties, and they all live in my shed with me in Sunnyvale Trailer Park. Quite fortunately, I've been allowed to bring two of them with me, Vince the Pence and Gary Laser Eyes, down to the White House while I'm hanging out with Trump. And I'll get to give him little scratches on the chin. Vince the Pence loves little scratches on his fucking chin. He's a beautiful fucking kitty. And then I have Gary Laser Eyes, and he's got eyes that kind of look like yours, Michelle. They're always going
The cat's
all
name
over
was
the fucking
Socks,
place.
actually. It wasn't Boots. It was Socks. The cat's name was Socks. So it may have been Chelsea's
I
cat.
think
Okay.
no, it wasn't Puss in Boots. I think it was named Puss in Boots. Just like that mythical fucking creature, Puss in Boots. Scrap prices on carts these days are fucking awful in Canada. I have to go down and fucking sell them in the States to get any good price. Sorry, I had a fucking mac and cheese portable in the car earlier with Trump. Anyways, scrap prices are fucking down. It's terrible. I have to haul them all onto a big old fucking rig and get fucking Ray to take them down to the States. Goes down there to fucking Moncton every few months. Drops off a load of carts, gets me some money for them. So I get I can fill up a fucking rig, and there's about 100 carts in there. I'll get fucking, maybe 5,000. Ricky takes most of it and spends it on fucking weed, but
Anyway, so
can we see your kitty, Michelle? Is old Rusty around? I fucking love Rusty. Rusty is a beautiful creature, one of my favorite creatures of all
yes,
time.
he
I love
is. He's also very big and very warm.
He's
And
fucking huge. He's just fucking massive.
I think he's part Maine Coon because he's got some of the traits of a Maine Coon cat in him too.
He could very well be a coon. I know many coons. That's why I stay out of the east side of Moncton. A lot of coons in that neighborhood.
Yeah. Well, like I said, Rusty has been a loyal companion for 13 years. So
That's a beautiful fucking kitty. I love kitties. Vince the Pence has been with me for 27 years. He's fact.
what do you mean by that?
Oh, good. Jesus Christ is in the chat. Isn't that fucking wonderful? Oh, Jesus Christ. Good to fucking see you, bud. Well, I'm glad we have so many fucking celebrities in here today. There's fucking Jesus Christ in the chat.
Okay.
Michelle, how long have you known Jesus fucking Christ for? You know he's the fucking Messiah, right?
Yes.
Well, he's in your goddamn chat right now, Michelle.
Well, right now my cat is in the bedroom or on the couch. I can't tell right now.
Go fucking get
On
him.
the couch. She's on the couch in the bed in the other room.
Bubbles is the best thing to come out of Canada. Well, I don't usually come out of Canada. One time I did. I got fucking lost because Ray got fucking arrested for picking up women of the evening on his fucking rig. I don't go to the States very often, but Julie and Ricky are, they always come out of Canada, going into the States. Who's the fake Bubbles in the calls? None of your goddamn business who I am. But this is Bubbles from Sunnyvale Trailer Park, so I guess there's no hiding it. I am who I am, you fucking arsehole.
Well, anyway, guys, I'm still a little bit tired from last night. I noticed that. So, you guys want to say anything last before we got about 8 minutes left? First of all, one thing, Bubbles, for coming up here, let's make sure you give some credit where it's due. Absolutely.
Thanks very fucking much. That's very kind of you, Michelle.
Yeah. And,
Sunnyvale Trailer Park in Nova Scotia, Canada. Yeah, I do. I fucking live there. This fucking arsehole.
what do you think about... Okay, he deleted his comment. Let me see.
Yeah, because he's a fucking arsehole, that guy. Jesus Christ
see
can
what the
fuck
comment
off.
was.
I'm a Satan worshiper now. I don't like Jesus anymore. I'm a big fan of Satan now, just because of how much of a fucking dickhead Jesus was just there.
Well, let's just ask this question.
Go fuck yourself, Jesus.
Yeah, this is Jesus. But I want to ask you, too. Is
All right.
okay, first of all, Jesus, here's the question. If Michelle's going to Silver Moon in the next life, and yet you say all the graves will be opened, then who's going to be coming in Michelle's stead if she's not here on Earth to meet up with all those on Earth that are still alive?
I'll fucking come in you, Michelle. I don't give a fuck.
I don't really know how that would work. If Michelle is a newborn babe in Silver Moon, how she's gonna...
Oh, I'm not. No, I won't come in you if you're a newborn. Never mind. Oh, I don't fuck babies, Michelle. Sorry about that. You're gonna have to grow up when you go to Silver Moon. You're gonna have to maybe age a little. Maybe when you go to Silver Moon, you can ask them if you could be maybe 20, 22 or something like that, so you can still be young, but I'm not fucking a baby, Michelle. So you're going to have to be a little...
blood elves are still children all the way up to 150 years old, right?
No, we're not fucking children of any kind. Doesn't matter how old they say they are. We're not fucking any children, Michelle.
So, I mean, when the graves are open, though, how is Michelle going to be able to come back here and meet up with her loved ones? She won't be here on Earth.
No, but you can use the fucking flu network or...
There's only two ways, realistically, that could happen. That we would be able to meet the requirement when the graves are open, and that's this. Is that we don't go right to Silver Moon until after the rapture happens. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think the rapture's going to happen probably in about, probably 12, 13 years from now. Then you'll go to Silver Moon. Then you'll have to grow up because you're going to be a baby.
Which
so
means
that's
Michelle will still be alive at that point.
Years.
Yeah,
So in about 30 years from now, we can have sex in Silver Moon. How does that sound?
Yeah. Well, I mean, Silver Moon is...
perfect.
I mean, Michelle, does Silver Moon have... I mean, I always wondered this, because, I know that they have the Church of the Light in the game, but what about in Silver Moon? And of course, they probably have the Church of the Fell, too. Not so much the Church of the Fell, but the Church of the Sun and Church of the Moon.
Sorry about that. I'm eating a fucking Penne Alfredo portable.
Well,
I love these portables. You ever had a Hot Pocket, Michelle?
I've had Hot Pocket. I've had the ham and cheese ones. They're okay.
Oh, they're fucking some good, aren't they? Stop making me yawn, Michelle. I fucking love Hot Pockets.
No, I don't think they're bad. But they're not that great, though. They're just...
Michelle, I bet you're a great cuddler, aren't you?
I like
Thank you, Miss Anthropic.
Thank you very much.
Sexy fucking whore. Sorry about that. I had a fucking penny out. I already told you that. Never mind. Thanks for the super chat there, Miss Anthropic. That's very fucking kind of you.
Yeah. She's joins us
Fucking
up on the night
absolute
shows
dynamite is what she is. Look at her. My God.
She's on the night shows on the
fucking
Discord.
sexy.
So if you came up on the Discord panel and she's on, you get to see what she looks like because she's really cute. She's
she's that fucking sexy, I'll tell you that. She's got my bird going like this.
She's got beautiful black hair,
angle.
yeah.
75-degree angle.
So
actually, with the $1 donation, that's a woman with money. Look at her, just throwing money out there like this is a fucking strip club.
Oh, it's not like I must have shoved in my G-string anyway. Oh my God.
Oh my fucking God, Michelle, are you wearing a G-string right now? Oh my God. That's pretty fucking sexy.
Yes.
You're wearing a G-string right now, Michelle? Oh.
No, I'm just wearing a pair of regular pants.
Making my bird go like this. It's at a 90-degree angle now.
What I gotta do now is I gotta go downstairs to get garbage out. And
Hell, I put at least a 20 or a 50 inside of your G-string.
It's kind of like that joke there from Accepted when the stripper comes into the university. These guys grade. She says, "I'm never gonna have to worry about getting money in my bras anymore." Oh.
I like women who don't wear bras.
Education, yay! Oh wow.
Exactly. I like women who don't wear bras so you can see their big old fucking sausage nipples pointing right through them.
Yeah, I know.
I like when the nipple has a little bit of something to work with. There, I don't like when the girl is all areola. That's just not fun to look at. But when she has a nice big thick pepperoni hanging off of her, that's it's like, oh, look at those. I bet you could just.
I heard. I didn't actually watch it to verify it. That Noodle's girlfriend was showing her upper posterior last night.
She's got a big old fucking clit on her.
I wouldn't know about the between the legs part, but I heard that she flashed her boobs last night.
Oh, yep, she's fantastic. She's got big old greasy fucking roast beef sandwich in between her legs and a clit that hangs off her like a baby carrot. It's quite something to look at. I'd love to give it a little. As long as my kitties weren't in the shed, because I don't want my kitties to see me doing that. You know what I'm saying, Michelle?
Yeah. Anyway, thank you. I just want to say thank you for coming up. I appreciate it. Cause
you're absolutely fucking welcome, Michelle.
And don't forget, we'll try to get some gaming in tonight as well.
Make sure that it's the truck driving.
I haven't got anything planned yet.
Make sure it's the truck driving, not that dirty old greasy fucking wizard game you play.
It's a truck driving game, yeah.
Yeah, we love the truck driving game. And also, make sure the camera's pointing right at you. Last time, Michelle, or maybe the time before, the camera was pointing at the back of the computer monitor the whole goddamn time.
Yeah, I know. The problem is the camera seems to have a habit of not staying put where I want it. It just
well, when you put it right down to the left, underneath to the left of your monitor, so we can see kind of the side view of you and the wheel, that's just perfect. It's fucking.
I try to get it that way, but sometimes that doesn't.
Oh, yep. Yep, it's the greatest. I fucking love it. Watching you truck along there.
The problem is that stand is used for multiple uses, so it's not just for the camera. We use it for the phone, too.
Do you use it for a dildo, too? My friend Ricky, his new girlfriend, ever since he left Lucy, she got a dildo with a fucking tripod on it. She stands it right up, and you can just fucking stand there and just bounce up and down like you're doing a little fucking twerk or something, and it's about a 4-foot tall dildo tripod.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Crazy.
Well, anyway, I want to say thank you for coming
You're a
out,
fucking
and
pussy.
I hope that you have a nice day, okay?
Thank you so much, Michelle. I'm so thankful that you're telling me to have a nice day. Quite frankly, when are you going to be on later? Because I think this should be a 48-hour stream.
I don't think I can do a 40-hour stream. I don't think I have enough stamina to
All
do
right.
it.
Well, if it's not going to be 48 hours, then can we expect you on
Normally
this
doing a
afternoon?
4-hour show isn't so much of a problem. I didn't get a
Right,
lot.
right,
I
right,
didn't
right.
get a lot of
So
sleep
what?
last night.
So what time? What time then can we expect you on this afternoon?
For the night show is usually 7. So.
Oh, we might want to do it a little earlier than that. It's kind of late, Michelle. Let's aim for 6 o'clock. Let's go 6 o'clock.
No. Oh, you 7. What? 6 o'clock Central or 7 o'clock Eastern? So I'm talking about Eastern. So
6 o'clock
no,
Malaysian time.
no, 7 o'clock Eastern. That's what I do my shows.
What about 1800 hours? I like to use military time.
No.
So what would 7 o'clock be in military hours? 1900 o'clock.
That'd be 0 hours UTC, which is 7 o'clock.
0 UTC. 1900.
No.
Okay, well, we'll see you whenever you get back on, Michelle. I'm going to be trying to convince Melania to let me see her vagina. It's going to be like in the scene of Wolf of Wall Street when the Wolf of Wall Street, Jordan Belfort, he says, listen.
Listen, so, like I said, I want to thank you for being on, but like I said, I'm going to get ready.
Thank you so much.
Yep, no problem.
Hold on, Bubbles wants to say goodbye really quick.
Yeah.
Bye, Michelle. I'm going to keep an eye on Donald Trump and fucking Elon and Joe Rogan and Alex Jones and all the boys here. Going to make sure they don't misbehave and basically going to fucking run the country for another day because they're still misbehaving. So thanks for having Trump on. It's, it's hard being his fucking manager, and I appreciate you working with me to get him on here. So anyways, we'll talk to you later, Chad. Good talking to you, you big bunch of dirty old cocksuckers. And I'll be imagining all your big old titties. So I'll see you later.
Okay. Bye-bye.
All right, goodbye. Love you, Michelle, with my entire goddamn heart.
Yeah.
All right, bye-bye.
Oh, yeah, it's Monday. I'm a little tired, but I gotta get some stuff done. The garbage bag is very heavy. So I gotta take that downstairs to the dumpster. Curious, look to see if the Starlink would work out on the porch, and it will. Somewhat. It's not really a clear line of sight. There's but it looks like it will work on the porch. Did you know that there's over 6,000 low Earth orbit satellites for Starlink? And what's alarming when you think about that is that what's going to happen when all those satellites wear out and they all become space junk? Does Elon Musk ever have any way that he's ever going to go ahead and reclaim them, retrieve them, and recycle them? Because I do think about that. So yeah, I mean the Starlink refurb is like $50 cheaper, but I'll take that. And then of course it's still one person says it's $90 a month according to Starlink's website by area. Well, another one says it's $120 a month. So wait, how does that work? I don't know. do you really think it would make sense to go with Starlink? I mean, you don't own the place. You know, you have to stick it out on a power porch. You can get clear light of the sky. The backyard, you got clear light of sight. The problem is that yeah, you got clear light of sight. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens to that, guys. So, for now, everybody, we'll see you later. May you all have a happy and safe day, and take advantage of this lately warm weather. Absolutely. The temperature is going to be mild today. It's sunny. It's not snowing. It's not raining. It's not windy. It's not anything nasty. So get out there and keep it good. All right. So now, for everybody, see you guys later on around 7 o'clock tonight. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, guys.
MicheleMarieDalene, I will always be there for you. Michelle, never stop believing in yourself. Go out there and show the world what you can do. Go kick some ass and have a good time doing it. I love both of you so much. I love how far you have come on YouTube.